Trump and racist for holding these Somalians accountable, cheating the system, and 88% of them are on welfare.
80,000 Somalis sent to Minnesota so they can vote in Ilhan Omar. That's how it's set up. Do you know that they are inbred so much that their IQ is between 60 and 80? If y'all don't get y'all fraudulent scamming, cross-eyed, big four-headed, incestual asses up out here. We know you married your brother. Take y'all illegal scamming asses on. Get out. I'm on my way to Minnesota.
Oh my.
I don't know who told you that. You and your Somalis can go home. Because,
bro, why is it always the Shaniquas that are sticking on the Somalis, bro? The Shaniquas, the Sharkishas, the Latoyas.
Yeah.
They're actually so stupid. They don't even realize the irony of what they're saying. The very same thing that they're blaming the Somalis for, their community is doing it on a larger scale. On a larger scale, let's keep it real. Like, this is the thing, and I didn't even want this division. But she started it. Dial, welcome back to another video. We have with us today Anton Daniels. He says there's so much fraud in Minneapolis. Black people ask. Yeah, I've realized black African Americans, they're turning on, I mean Somalis are black African Americans. Non-Somali black African Americans, they're turning their back on, not turning their back, it's like they're all just, I don't know, they're just, the hatred for Somalis in America has just taken a monumental rise. And so we're just going to take a look at what they got to say. And then we're just going to see what's going on.
Let me get this straight. Y'all calling Trump and racist for holding these Somalians accountable, cheating the system, and 88% of them are on welfare. So that means us hardworking Americans getting all these taxes taken out of our check. 88% of these Somalians are using them. What?
Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but hey, bro, what about Shaniqua down the road? Sorry, my microphone just fell off. Yeah, what was I saying? What about Shaniqua down the road? What about Shakisha? What about flipping Latoya? What about all those flipping baby mamas, flipping 10 kids on? What about them? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. It's not just Somalis, you know. It's not just Somalis. If you're gonna start this, you know, division, separation, you know, we've got to look at other aspects. I'm sure the only difference between the Somalis that are doing it and the non-Somalis that are doing it is that the non-Somalis, maybe they've been in the US for 100 years, 150 years plus, and the Somalis, they've been, you know, there for, you know, less than 50 years. That's the only issue. But hey, let's keep it real, bro. If you're trying to stick on Somalis for being on welfare, what about the rest of the black community? I'm sure if we were to do a proper study, a proper data survey, or, you know, research, you find that there's a lot more African Americans, non-Somali side, that are doing a lot more fraud on these, you know, these issues. And let's not even take into account the crime as well, bro. We've got to keep it real. What about the crime rates? I'm not saying that Somalis are perfect. Somalis do commit crimes. There's a bit of gangs in there, whatever. But if you're trying to just blame everything on the Somalis, then
the hell is wrong with y'all? Then I'm going to try to make this make sense. You got the girl, Ilhan Omar, whatever her name is. She's here sending out a message to other Somalians, speaking in her native language, and she keeps saying our country, referring to Somalia. But she's in the United States, and she's in the office. She works for the government. She is a politician. What kind of shit is this? You would never see an American go to another country, get in office, refer to our country.
That's one aspect I agree. I think Ilhan Omar, she catered way too much to Somalis. And I've said this before. I said this way before this whole thing exploded into this Somali hate. I've said this way before. I said her catering to Somalis, just Somalis. Right, so this is the thing. Why are they just moving like it's just a Somali thing? Somalis are only 88,000 people in Somalis. In maybe just in Minnesota, but in America overall, there's probably 100,000. 100,000. Now check it. America, the population of America is 350 million. 350 million population. Say 100% of Somalis was on welfare, taking government assistance. 100%. Even if that was the case, it's only 100,000 of them. It's only 100,000 of them. That's not even like a tenth of, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's not the case also. It's not 100% of Somalis out on welfare. It's just, you know, the elderly and the more vulnerable and whatever. What about the rest of America? Like, what about the ones that are cheating the system, the rest of America now? Let's not try and condense this down to one nation, one group of people, one community. What about the rest of America? This is the thing. When there's something happening in the country, there's someone that has to get the blame. Someone has to get the blame. And on this, as I mentioned before, it has to be
70,000, 80,000 Somalis sent to Minnesota so they can vote in Ilhan Omar. That's how it's set up. Do you know that they are inbred so much that their IQ is between 60 and 80? If y'all don't get y'all fraudulent scamming, cross-eyed, big four-headed, incestual asses up out here. We know you married your brother. Take y'all illegal scamming asses on. Get out. I'm on my way to Minnesota.
Oh my God.
And this is the thing, bro. You don't expect nothing much more from, you know what I'm saying, these types of American, you know, these types of, you know, trying to take the mick out of the 60 to 80%, 60 to 80 IQ. Some next study, that's not even, like, it's impossible to do a study like that, of that size in Somali. The data is probably corrupted and whatever. And I will 100%, yeah, I will 100% guarantee you, yeah, the average IQ of Somalis that had a US education like yourself, yeah, it'll probably be way higher than your IQ. 100%. 100%.
God, what are y'all saying to me? Man, these people is going crazy. I promise you I'm gonna link them back.
Yeah, bro, I swear that she took them. I gotta say a few things to this one. Like, bro, I beg you, shows your hair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your hair. The horse's hair that's on your head. It's not even your hair, bro.
In the description to give credit, regardless of whether I agree or not. I don't know who's marrying who. I don't know who's in a relationship with who. I don't know anything about no inbreeding. That's not my expertise. What I do know is that there's a lot of scamming that's going on and a lot of taxpayer dollars that's being leveraged and used. And a lot of people are not necessarily happy about it. And black people are starting to wake up. Black people are starting to wake up. They are saying, listen, I don't agree with this. I'm not rocking with it. It's not my cup of tea. This ain't our fight. And you know what's so funny? Because I'm going to discuss this on the Millionaire Morning Show today. That I keep seeing them say that this is their land. That Minnesota.
That's a joke, land. Bro. These guys, the 3,000 was promised to us. It was a joke.
That 3,000 years ago,
it's a joke,
the land was promised
bro.
to them, and then they taken, the lessons of Abraham, and you know how God promised them. Maybe some of y'all may not be necessarily familiar, but God was like, yo, anybody that harms you, they basically cursing themselves. They're applying that to them. It's almost like they're replacing the word of God to actually reflect Somali, and then they're saying that they are supposed to be Minnesota. It's supposed to be their land. They believe that American soil, and Minnesota in particular, is supposed to serve them. This is a wild space that we live in, and I don't know how we got.
This guy actually believed it. This guy actually believed the meme. You know the meme that's going around saying that Minnesota's been.
I don't know how we've allowed for so many different people out of this country to hijack what's happening in this country, and then that's the end of the conversation. It's insane.
I'm on my way to ask you.
Oh, do you know what? Let's keep it real though. You know what? I hear it. The scamming things. I hear it. Okay, if we're holding each other accountable, now let me hold y'all accountable. This community, the crime rate, the scamming, the drug dealing, the welfare, the amount of the welfare, the food stamps. You know what I'm saying? We can go there if you want to go there as well. So it's not just, and there's not even me attacking. I think all black people, as black people, there shouldn't be any division. Of course, there's differences within blacks, but if they want to, you know what I'm saying, blame all this on the Somali community while their community is, let's keep it real, one of the lowest performing in terms of education and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You can't be throwing stones if you live in a glass house.
You didn't want to say nothing to the white boy that was asking. You wanted to threaten the white boy, but I bet you won't threaten me. I bet you won't tell me to get the fuck on. I bet I won't. Let's go to Minnesota. Let me call my brother and my best friend, and let's start a TV show. Let's go around to all these damn places and figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm already in Dearborn. Let's start there first.
Yeah, she was recently released from prison, 100%. Recently incarcerated, 100%.
No, this lady scares me.
Tell me about it, bro. I'm shook in my room, bro. Flipping 15,000 miles away from her. She get me shook.
This lady scares me.
Those motherfuckers need to go
to. God damn, I'm glad she's off my flipping screen, bro.
Omar, I don't know who told you run this shit, okay? I don't know who told you that. You and your Somalis can go home. Because,
bro, why is it always the Shaniquas that are sticking on the Somalis, bro? The Shaniquas, the Sharkishas, the Latoyas. They're absolutely so stupid. They don't even realize the irony of what they're saying. The very same thing that they're blaming the Somalis for, their community is doing it on a larger scale. On a larger scale, let's keep it real. Like, this is the thing, and I don't even want this division. I don't even want this division, but she started it.
Only thing y'all do is use the American people and steal their resources. That's all you do. And then you complain about the country that let your ass in here.
Facts.
Gave you an education more than their own citizens.
Facts.
And you still not sasatisfied?
Nope,
Then you had
they'll
to
never
go
be satisfied.
and rob and steal.
Bro, do you know the irony of this thing? The whole irony of this thing, the whole irony is, yeah, her community probably does exactly the same thing on a larger scale. And this, I didn't even want to go into this, like, you versus me. I didn't want to go into this divisions. But it's just so weird watching, yeah, like these people saying these things about Somalis whilst their community is basically doing what the Somalis are doing, but on like on a high scale. There's levels to this, bro. Well, let's just hear what they got to say.
And now what we do, we bring up racism. Then you want to use our ancestors, Black American people ancestors.
The FBAs, I told you, bro, the
To
FBAs.
justify your criminal activity. Stop using our ancestors, all right? Stop using black people. Stop piggybacking off of the shit we went through. Because that money you stealing and all you Somalians that's here, you can't name one damn thing you ever did for Black Americans. You haven't done shit for no Americans.
What makes you think that they trying to contribute into y'all? They trying to keep all of that in their own little sphere, and they sending a lot of that money back home too.
Y'all opening up organizations on the behalf of black people, and black people don't see a dime of that shit. And you black folks, I don't know why you keep giving these people a damn pass. Because they got the same color skin as you. They are not us. And they ain't doing nothing but using us. Okay? Bottom feeders and booty scratchers. Let's keep it real. And I said what I said.
Jesus.
You think you could just talk down on Black Americans
What's
and
happening?
let that shit pass?
But one thing, why are they all scary, bro? They're all scary. The females, they're all just scary, bro. I'm just glad I'm 15,000 miles away from you.
Oh, that shit don't pass with me. I'm getting sick of y'all running y'all mouth about Black Americans when y'all the ones that ran here. Y'all the bottom feeders. Remember that.
This is wild. This is absolutely wild.
Do you know what? This creator, the creator, yeah, at least he's level-headed. He's way smarter than these guys, 100%. Let me see. He's got 1.16 million, of course. So yeah, he's no joke. But these people he's reacting to, and he's picked out good clips, yeah. These people he's reacting to, they're so clapped. They are absolutely so stupid. They don't even realize the irony of what they're saying. The very same thing that they're blaming the Somalis for, their community is doing it on a larger scale. On a larger scale, let's keep it real. Like, this is the thing, and I don't even want this division. I don't even want this division, but she started it. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to separate our people, our ancestors, FBA, Foundational Black America.
While I think that the majority of America is starting to wake up to the truth, which is how some of these scams get discovered, I will stay vigilant on it, and I always give credit to the content creators. Make sure you guys tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
Do you know what this is? Listen, are the Somalis 100% innocent? No. I'll be the first to say it. Yeah, are the Somalis 100% innocent? No, they're not. I'll be the first to say it. But, like, especially the community of the Black Americans that are saying all these things about the Somalis. My thing is, I understand Somalis are innocent, but you can't be throwing stones if you live in a glass house. Yeah, lads, this is not division. I'm not trying to cause division, whatever. But at the end of the day, when you see something like this, you just have to call it out. You just have to call out what the truth is. Listen, are the Somalis 100% innocent? No. But I just find it very ironic that, you know, other communities who do the same exact thing to a larger scale, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.